Hey guys, now I've found a video of some of the most disrespectful things AFL fans have done. Now, being a football fan, soccer, I've seen some pretty disrespectful things, so I wonder if you can compete with our levels of disrespect. If you do enjoy, guys, like, subscribe. Let's go.
This for his
Bombers
second
fan
for the
talks trash with Max
to
Gorn.
answer the goal from Stringer. Oh, no problem at all. Big Maxi has got two, and he steadies them.
Two and just said thanks for the advice. Free kick there, Jason, or not?
Line ball, although they weren't looking at the.
Oh yeah, he was right in his face, wasn't he? Look at that.
What is wrong with some people?
Well, that's.
Sorry. Try having in a football stadium with thousands of fans all screaming at the players how rubbish they are. I don't think one fan is that bad, to be honest. If that's the worst you've got, you're doing something right.
Sort of vitriol, I'd like to see security just grab him and chuck him out. I mean, there's no place for that.
We don't know what he said.
It doesn't matter what he said.
See, it's a difficult one because I know the commentator there is saying, you know, throw him out. But he's paid his money and he's allowed an opinion. Depends what he said, granted, but as long as he's not being racial or personal, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. You pay your money, so you should be allowed a slight opinion. But like I said, in football, you'd get thousands rather than one. So,
sort of openly vitriolic display.
Is Scott Pendlebury of the Collingwood Footy Club.
I think that is disrespectful. That's bad because at the end of the day, it's a sport and it's a sport. You should be loving the sport. Now, I think AFL has got the more of the tribalism similar to soccer, football. Whereas rugby, for example, rugby quite often is mainly focusing on the love of the sport. You know, if someone's winning a medal like this, I don't know what medal it was for, but if someone's winning a medal like this, you respect how well they've done to deserve to win it in rugby. Is in football, yeah, you might get a few boos. I think the tribalism kicks in. So this is what I'm assuming, tribalism, which is a great thing for atmosphere, a bad thing for the sport.
Just on behalf of both sides, I want to thank the crowd.
He's just gone and thanked the crowd, and he's got an even bigger boo. Wow, they must really have it in for him. And he's even looking around and listening to the booing.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the crowd. You guys are amazing today. To Essendon, I think that's what Anzac Day football's about. It was played in a great spirit. All the best for the rest of the year. And well done to our boys. Way to fight it out. Cheers. Thank you.
Emma, shame on anyone that booed a champion.
Wow, that's... I don't know who this guy is, but fair play. Fair play. That is fantastic that he is shutting down his own fans for booing. Because that is disgraceful.
Just like to acknowledge the fact that we are blessed to have an opportunity to play on this day to represent the AFL. So thank you to the Essendon Football Club, and we as a football club are very proud to have the opportunity.
Really, it should have been the someone on Essendon that said, and they may have done it after the game, they may have put a post up on social media or something condemning the booing, but that's real disrespectful. You know, you should be there loving the sport. A team won because they were better, not, you know, tribalism again.
It was fantastic viewing. Tiger fans have travelled a happy. Richmond fans have
once again, this isn't that bad. You got one person sticking his middle finger up at Dustin. Try thousands. It's not that bad. The booing was worse because it was collective of a lot of people.
Melksham with a beautiful piece of foot candy and then to an open goal square. Was it marked on the line by Watson? It is. Ray Chamberlain pays the mark in the goal square.
The West Coast fans need to have a real good look at themselves. You can hear what's going on here. They've given it to him all night. This man's a champion.
I don't know the context behind this. I've said in a previous video that you need, sometimes on these compilations, you need the context. This would almost remind me of being a football fan and a player that a player that plays for your rival club, or a player that used to play for your rival club. I'm a Southampton fan and our rivals are Portsmouth. So for example, if there's a player that we're playing against on the day that used to play for Portsmouth, he would get booed. It's just the way it is. It's that tribalism again. And I don't think it is sort of disrespect, but it's that rivalry. I've seen worse.
So
I think
Watson
context
with a goal to
is
get
probably
it back
not
to
that
10
bad.
points. Marked right on the line, comes in, kicks the goal, and he looks at the crowd.
But that's what you got to do.
Watson then in disbelief, I reckon.
But that's what you got to do. If the crowd is on your back, it is down to you to show them with your ability.
Well, if anyone saw the interview on Monday night, he spoke very confidently.
But forgetting that, the behaviour tonight, Richo,
I just don't think it's in great spirit at all, BT. I mean, we've had players get Bronx cheers all their career, and we know everyone reads the press and jumps to assumptions, but it just doesn't. We're sitting up here impartial commentators. It just doesn't. It's a mark in the game.
But the victory was overshadowed by an alleged racist taunt involving Goods in the dying minutes. The incident seeing one Collingwood supporter thrown out by MCG security. Jamie Mitchell, Sky News Sport.
Wow. You wouldn't think. So this is the worst thing, I think, these days. Racial abuse. Great that security is literally getting rid of her straight away. But that is not the funny thing there is she doesn't look like the sort of person who would say a racial slur. So that one's a strange one, but really good. He's pointed straight out who it was. Fantastic. And that's possibly a problem in stadiums. So as a referee, if I get told about a racial slur, if they don't know who it is, there's not a lot I can do. I can report the clubs after the game. But with things like this, you need to know exactly who did it. He obviously knew. Security, fantastic job getting rid straight away. She's clearly not
Goods'
complaining.
15 disposals, each marked by an ugly reaction.
Got to work out of their defence. Give Goods options. He doesn't want to go long.
Racial abuse is not okay
booing
ever.
the Swan star.
Goods could play on and have a crack.
Well, there's a few, and on the race side of things, remember, we're all the same race. We're the human race. We're all the same. We're all the same. When people start realising that, things might get better. But yeah, there was some that I didn't think were that bad. The individual person having a go at a player, I don't think it's that bad, to be honest, because they pay their money. The booing when the player won the medal, I think that's wrong. The game's over. He won it because he was clearly the best player. You know, obviously the racial thing, dreadful. But yeah, there's some that are good and some that, not good. There are some that are really bad, and some that I thought, I'm not sure how bad it was really compared to if you compare it to our football. Well, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. I'll catch you next time.